We're back out camping for another night. This time we're in Norfolk on a beach. We got a little guest with us.
A little friend. Are you saying hello to everyone, Mr. Skittles?
You want to say hi?
Say meow.
So, Mr. Skittles is an indoor cat. It's the first time he's been out for such a long period of time. Yeah. He's going to be spending the whole night outside, hopefully, if he lets us. We've had to redo our whole camping, sleeping setup just to accommodate Skits. Don't want him clawing holes in any of our equipment. But
it's a good boy.
Yeah, he's a good companion so far, not causing any issues.
No.
Bit reluctant to walk, but what can you expect from a cat?
Yeah, it's the he's not a big fan of cars, so this boat that's just gone past, the motor's obviously thrown him off. But no, he'll be okay. He just needs to get used to it. Yeah, you do.
Well, he's on the ground now.
It's this way. Beach is this way.
Our feline friend isn't exactly thrilled about using his paws. I doubt he's ever walked a full kilometre in his little life, let alone 3.5 under the blazing sun. So yeah, we can't really blame him for being a little dramatic.
Yeah, thanks for that. Thanks. And you're going to lick that all off as well now. You're going to have a dusty mouth.
Oh. Look at him.
I think the highlight of the whole walk, at least for Mr. Skittles, was getting to roll around in the red sandy dust. Now personally, I can't think of anything worse than rolling in the dirt, but Skittles, he loves it. Full commitment. He was in there for a good 60 seconds just absolutely living his best dusty life. What's funny is, for a cat who's terrified of water, you think he'd be a bit of a clean freak, maybe even a germaphobe. But nope, apparently dirt doesn't count. Red sand, 5 stars, would roll again, he told us. What really got me though, is the fact he cleans himself with his tongue. So now he has to lick all that sandy dust off. So actually, yeah, I can think of something worse than rolling in the sand. Licking it all off afterwards.
Keeps going in the grass and hunting.
What's he looking for?
I knew this trip wasn't going to be as easy or relaxing as our usual camping weekends. Not that you can exactly call a weekend of fell bagging easy. 25 plus kilometres and over 2,000 metres of elevation gain isn't exactly a spa day, but at least we usually know what we're getting into. This time, we had a wild card. Mr. Skittles. Now, Mr. Skittles is an indoor cat. Technically, a warehouse cat. The closest he's ever come to an outdoor adventure was the time he darted out when the postman opened the door and we spent an hour trying to coax him out from under parked cars in the lot. So bringing him out here, overnight, camping, with all the wild sounds and smells this Norfolk beach has to offer, yeah, we had no idea how he'd handle it.
You okay, you okay? So close, Skills, we're nearly there. Not that much further to go. How you finding it, Katrina?
Bit stressful.
Yeah, he agrees. But hey, we knew it wasn't going to be easy. First time taking an indoor cat outside camping. Probably not the best step to take. I'm sure there's a smaller step you could take before going outside camping, but we'll chuck him in the deep end, see how he does.
I was expecting our furry guide to be a bit reluctant to walk, maybe stop every 5 seconds to sniff a rock. He'll probably go in literally every direction except the one we're going. My brain had already prepared for all the possible chaos. What I didn't consider was this. Mr. Skittles not wanting to walk and not wanting to be carried. Every time I picked him up, he turned into a blender with claws, slashing at my arms like I was the villain in his own personal action movie. And when he wasn't clawing me to bits, he'd launched himself toward the ground like a furry little missile on a self-destructive mission, doing everything in his power to escape the humans who provide him with his food.
Alright, we made it finally to camp. Definitely took a lot longer than usual. Look at all of this. Wee.
Yes, sweetie. Yeah. You're such a good boy. Hey, you don't want to sleep? treat.
Yeah, you don't want it sandy, have it now.
Use some water as well, sweetie. Here you go. Some water? No. Obviously. Look. Got this one.
What's he got down?
This is some tuna, white MCS whitefish. It's too stressed to eat anything, I think.
Once we arrived at the beach, we found a good spot to stop and drop our bags. The sun was just beginning to dip, that golden hour glow hitting the sand, casting long shadows behind us. We set out some food and water for Mr. Skittles, hoping he'd settle in. He showed absolutely zero interest. We, on the other hand, are very hungry and looking forward to our steak. We couldn't really blame him for not being interested in his food. This was probably the first English sunset he's ever seen. The first time he's felt cool sand shifting under his paws. The first time he's heard waves rolling in and out. The first time he smelled salt in the air. And the first time he's watched birds soaring overhead, completely free. It must be a lot to take in. We've had him for over a year now, and in all that time he's lived within 4 walls. Though, to be fair, those walls enclose 5,000 square feet of warehouse space, which is entirely under his guard.
He takes his job seriously. Day and night, he patrols the unit, keeping watch for any uninvited guests, especially the small kind with whiskers and tails who'll be attempting to squat within the units. He's a professional through and through, and after a few busy weeks of hard work, we figured he'd earn a proper break, a little holiday. This trip is a whole new world for him, a world without ceilings or forklifts, where the ground moves underfoot and the sky never ends. And I imagine inside that little cat brain of his, it's all just a lot to comprehend. But little by little, he started to relax. His ears stopped twitching at every gust of wind, his eyes softened, and for the first time, he didn't look like a cat on patrol, just a cat taking it all in.
Just sat watching sunset.
Oh. He's still chilling.
Fell off the chair. He's not used to the fact that he has to balance. Oh yeah, so he got up, he tried doing his little circle, innit? He tried doing his little walk and it fell.
So that means he's happy. Even though I like to think I'm not an amateur when it comes to camping, I actually think I am, because this time round I've forgotten the frying pan and we needed it to make our potatoes for dinner, our steak for dinner, our pancakes for breakfast.
Yep.
So instead, the cat's well fed, he's got treats, he's got dry food, he's got wet food on deck. We've got hot chocolate, a little bit of trail mix, granola bar, and some cookie dough bites from Marks and Spencer's.
Which is supposed to be the breakfast topping, but...
Yeah, but... oh well, you live and learn. But
Yeah.
it will be an early morning wake up, which is actually good because he needs to get used to the walk. He's definitely not used to walking, but he's done really well for his first time, really well.
He's chilling.
Yeah. He's chilling. I'm gonna get a jumper on and
Yeah.
I'd love to say cook some dinner.
Yeah, get some warm food.
Yeah.
Oh
Look at the
no.
sun.
Yeah. Your bag is alive.
Whatever you do, just don't scratch. Oh, hello, baby. Hello. You might sleep in. Oh, he's getting Oh, he's cozy. He's cozy. Oh.
Well, this is our current setup for the night. We're just gonna cowboy camp here. Didn't want to bring the tent because we'd think he'd probably claw at it to get out if he wanted to go to the toilet or something. So at least here he has his freedom. I've got a new quilt. So literally this quilt, these 2 pads, And this ground sheet all from AliExpress. Hopefully it'll keep us warm. So I've got no other clothes. Duvet is a bit too small for into cat, but it's not too bad. It's definitely warm.
A very small double.
We was planning to anchor Skittles down to the chair, but he was just getting the lead all wrapped up around us. So Cat's got the lead around the wrist. Yeah, hopefully he'll let us sleep. Won't be too much of a nuisance. What are you seeing, Skits?
You seeing stars? Oh, it's much less wind down here.
Yeah, it's nice.
I'm really missing our bed though.
No, this ain't too bad.
With our bellies full of nothing but imagination, we set up our bed for the night, right there on the sand under the open sky. No tent, no walls, just our duvet and the stars above us and the sound of waves rolling in and out. The ground is uneven, the breeze is a little sharp, but in this moment it really doesn't matter.
We are all set up and ready for bed.
Yeah, it didn't take us too long.
Skittles is still just admiring the night. He's staring into the abyss.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, relaxing.
We usually have like an inflatable pad, but with the cat and his claws, we didn't want to risk that one. So we've just got these foam pads. And yeah, it seems to be doing alright on top of the soft sand. Katrina weren't too satisfied.
My hip's digging a little bit, but other than that, it's okay.
Yeah, at least we're on sand. You couldn't get any better
Yeah.
terrain than that. To be fair, and grass would be alright, I suppose.
He's attached to my ankle and I can just feel him like tugging a little bit. And I think it's because he can hear the birds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, look at him. You can see his eyes.
That should have been a cold, long, sleepless night, but it wasn't. The air was warm, the wind stayed calm, and surprisingly, the ground wasn't too bad to sleep on even without the inflatable pad. Mr. Skittles curled up right between us like a furry little hot water bottle. He didn't fuss, he didn't pull on the lead, which, by the way, was wrapped around my ankle for safety. Not once did he wake me up. We all just stayed still, tucked under the duvet, holding on to the warmth and the quiet. It was peaceful. Way more peaceful than any of us expected.
This morning's breakfast should have been pancakes topped with melted cookie dough bites. Yum. Something I'd be daydreaming about the entire drive over, as well as a nice juicy steak. But sadly, all of that is still sitting in the bag, untouched, and will now be walked back to the car to be feasted on another day. This is actually the second time in 2 months that Katrina's forgotten a vital piece of our camping gear, the kind of stuff that can really make or break a trip.
So you're going to cook breakfast or dinner because we forgot the frying pan, and in the morning, I've got a few more snacks we could have had. Great.
But hey, so far we've managed to roll with it. It hasn't ruined the vibe or the reason we're out here in the first place, which is just to unplug, breathe, and be quiet.
With hungry, roaring stomachs, we packed up quickly to get some food.
Hey Skittles. What's up?
Yeah, why are you acting like that?
Come on, let's go.
Let's go back to the feed.
Hey, you're so eager to leave.
What is going on here? What is going on? Over the sea, I didn't dip my toes in the sea.
And that's it for this video. Let us know if you want to see Mr. Skittles camp with us again and where we should take him.